All right, here's the big news. So on your screen, for those of you who can't see, I was perusing Twitter, as I normally do, looking for something to comment on, and I saw Pat McAfee said we got things in the work, and naturally what I do is go on, hey, are we going to collab eventually so that you'll stop stealing ideas? And I don't know when he blocked this, but on the show, I noticed that it said follow, and I noticed that all the little like, comment, retweet, all that stuff was blocked off. And I'm like, well, this is weird. And so I go and I click on his name to follow, and I hit follow, and this is the message that pops up. It says blocked. Cannot follow this user at this time. Please try again later. So Pat McAfee has apparently blocked us from interacting with his Twitter page. And I have no idea why. I don't remember what was said. I don't know. But
I guess he doesn't want to collab.
Hey,
oh well, I can take that as a
two kickers here, McAfee. You got 2 kickers on here. You got one safety, 1 linebacker. Football guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're part of your tribe. You got these sleeveless shirts, doing all this working out, showing off the guns, and you're afraid to spar with a couple of with a few
some good old boys.
With some good old boys.
I think what it really comes down to is maybe about 20 years ago now, one Patrick McAfee and one AK dueled at a kicking competition. And AK got the best of him.
Coffin corner, dude. You can punt that ball as far as you want.
There may still be some grudge there. Was this the alleged kicking camp that he played his poker game to get into and then got his scholarship?
I think that's the last comment I remember making on his was whenever they told that story about his this and that. And I said something underneath to the effect of like, if that was this camp, I think I was there and we were going at it toe to toe. And then I haven't really seen much of his stuff since. And I guess this is why.
Wow, dude.
So I don't know.
Doesn't want the truth to come out.
What I do know is that he blocked us. So, but whatever. I just find it funny.
Will set you free, McAfee.
Reddit for college football blocked us. Some dude named Luke Sawhook, I have no idea who that is. Big DFS guy blocked us. And then Pat McAfee's blocked us. So are we the bad boys of Twitter now? I guess
we're the Detroit Pistons.
I mean, if you can't handle
90s, it. 80s, 90s.
Don't say that because people will tell us. Somebody was yelling at us already about our NBA take. They're like, you guys obviously don't watch basketball. The skill is so great. And I'm like, you're right. We don't watch basketball. But we can stand here and say that they ruined it. And that's why we don't watch it. So it's the perfect out.
We still know ball, though.
Oh, 100%.
Intramural champs.
All right, boys. So, Pat McAfee, if you'd like to come on the show and explain yourself, be more than welcome. Here are the headlines, fellas. We have not really met since Thursday night, where the Four Nations final took place. I did an immediate reaction the day after. But we have not discussed. Boys, that game and that whole ride for the hockey was phenomenal. I want your thoughts. People have probably heard me say this and that over and over. So, J-Vi, thoughts on the Four Nations?
Well, I didn't watch most of it because my Twitter got hacked. I can't get into my Twitter. I was on vacation.
Oh, that's right.
So, as a lot of people, I saw somewhere that, guys at Barstool or Big Cat and them were saying this is the worst month or worst streak of sports right now. There's nothing good happening. But I disagree with that because from my understanding is I didn't get to watch much of this game, but everybody keeps asking me about it. I know we lost, heartbreaking fashion, but obviously it's something good's going on in sports. If people are talking about sports, and hockey has to do something to take advantage of this to get the momentum, keep going for hockey. But, tough one to lose in Canada.
I think this is the time. It's just like our coaches used to tell us whenever we're doing winter gym. And whenever everybody else is sleeping, everybody else going to class, and we're out there running hills in sub-0 degree weather and doing pencil rolls and puking our brains out and all this stuff. It's like, this is the time where you find out if you really love sports or not. Because anybody can be like, we quit sports. We quit talking about sports because there's no sports. We don't need sports. We just debated whether Dr. Pepper was the biggest brand in Texas. You could make it work.
Versatile.
I mean, be an athlete. Text thoughts on hockey.
I mean, you could see when those guys are out there flying around how much they wanted to win this game. Like everybody all those players were in it. They were all in it. They wanted to win. Bennington in overtime there for about 3 minutes was standing on his head, couldn't be scored on. They had plenty of opportunities, and then the U.S. leaves arguably the best player in the world open in front of the net for a free shot.
Gosh.
And everybody's gassed, and it just ends. But it was incredible, man. Like everybody was tuned in. Everybody was watching hockey, talking about hockey. So for hockey, it was great. Hockey as a whole, it was awesome. Now the thing that really hurt me was that the Penguins went out the next day and lost 8-3. So,
and then they lost today to who?
In general, and then they lost today to the Fugazis, the New York
Rangers
Fugazis.
Got absolutely mollywopped by the Sabres.
They did 5-0.
No, that was the first
I know.
period. It was
ended up being 8-3, right? 8-2.
Well,
I was like,
tell how much it meant to him too by the Saturday night game dropping the mitts 9 seconds in. Like, I'm not saying you could tell that it meant something, and that's what you want to see when you're taking a break from the regular season. But like I said before, if you're having to do stuff to get people interested in the sport, then your season's too long anyway. Football's not doing something silly to get people interested midway through the season.
Yeah.
Shorten the season and do this at the end every time.
These tickets are going for Super Bowl level tickets. They're paying like $2,500 for tickets. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. Like 16 million
viewers.
Awesome,
which is freaking awesome.
It's phenomenal. I mean, 16 million viewers across North America tuned in. Like it was a made up turn. It was a Mega Bowl. Like we said it the other day. It was the Mega Bowl from Jackie Moon, where he's like, we're gonna play for the Mega Bowl. What is that? We don't know, but it's the Mega Bowl. It's the biggest trophy, literally the biggest trophy. And
here's my question for a sport like hockey. Even the way basketball is starting to be. Would you rather each year them play some regular season NHL, maybe do a Stanley Cup, maybe not, but at the end of each season, you let them go back to their respective countries and do a 8-team tournament, 12-team tournament like this each year? I mean, more people watch this in NHL regularly.
You put the USA crest across somebody's chest, I'm watching. I don't got it. It doesn't. It's just it's incredible.
Did you watch the women's soccer today against Australia?
No.
Well,
you're a liar.
Why are you? Are we not all Americans here? I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. You just said
2-1.
If you put the crest across your chest, you're going to watch. And did you watch?
If I had known it was on, I would have.
I watched.
It should be like somebody talking shit about you. Like your ears should start burning if USA is playing in anything.
Yep. You should be like, is USA playing today in something?
I need an eternal flame that goes on whenever like you remember that when Bud Light came out with the hockey horn, that when somebody scores a goal, the horn goes off. I need one of those when USA plays.
The ukulele.
It's just a bald eagle just going. And it's like I gotta go find the game.
What was that horn at the World Cup a couple years
Eagles
back?
Don't make that noise.
Yeah.
Edge, what did you think about the game? He's muted. We can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when the women's soccer, back in the day when like Alex Morgan and them were on it and they were going all the way. Like everybody who'd never watched soccer before was just like glued to TV. And just around here, like, you would see people all of a sudden wearing USA gear. And I'm like, because just like J-Bot, I just got off of vacation and literally walked in the house and like after I unpacked and was I think I watched the last period on repeat, and I was like, wow, this is legit. And then the next day I watched all the highlights and everything of, everybody fighting. I think I sent it to J-Vod that President Trump called the America team before the
Yep.
game, gave an incredible motivational speech where even I was ready to go fight somebody, So I think it's great for hockey. I was a little worried about it because I thought it was kind of like when the NBA did their little bubble tournament during COVID, where like they just made up some random tournament, it was like, oh, you won this, whatever. But at the same time, like you had a good group. I wouldn't go more than 8 next year. I think, you just do a repeat of it instead
Don't
of
let
doing
the SEC get a hold of this.
Well, I think next year's the Olympics, isn't it? They're doing the All-Star
The
break is the
Olympics
Olympics.
next year.
Well, do it again. I think it's great instead of having you look at NFL, Pro Bowl, and all that. I mean, it's pretty much a clown show now. And hockey's like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Like we're gonna get in your face. And dude, I even got my USA sweater out of the closet from
I'm saying
10 years ago. Like it was a little bit tighter than what it used to be, but I was ready to rock it, if we won the other night. So, but
love it.
It is what it is.
Was
I think
this
it's great for hockey, though. I mean, look how many viewers that is, dude. That's legit.
Huge.
You can see on people's Instagram that never even watched hockey before. It was like, go USA, and showing bald eagles and, 50 cal machine guns blaring, I'm like, all right, let's rock this then.
were these teams picked by committee, or would they have to qualify?
No. Shouldn't have let Finland in. No, I think that they had to. You had to. Russia obviously couldn't be in it, and then other teams didn't have enough professional players to qualify. Like there was some qualifying metrics, but that's like I remember tweeting out like you're about to. If you've never watched hockey before, and you're into this game, you're about to watch the most agonizing or greatest period in sports, which is overtime, golden goal, playoff hockey.
Oh yeah. Hook, line,
That
and
is the most sit on the edge of your seat for 15 minutes at a time, completely in shambles because you don't know if they're going to score or if you're going to score. And of course, I had to know as this team was dominated by New York Rangers, this is exactly what was going to happen when we needed to win.
Yeah, that's why we lost because
They wouldn't cave and rip everybody's hearts out, and you just be left there being like, that sucked.
What'd y'all have? 5 Rangers on the team?
There was 4.
Yeah, but the Rangers suck, so that doesn't really matter. But
that's my point. That's why USA lost because they had 5 Rangers on there.
I started being like, oh gosh, there's too many Rangers on the ice right now. They can't win this game.
Not a closer, dude.
I can explain, though, for the basketball people out there, the listeners that play basketball. Overtime hockey, it's 3-on-3. But really what it comes down to is it's like in basketball practice when you're doing 3-on-2 fast break drill. You got 3 guys coming down, running the fast break against the 2. The guy that shoots doesn't get to go back. The other 2 have to go back. And then the 3 new guys rush that guy because it's always like a man up advantage. It seems like
crazy,
just ripping shots, passes open. There's a lot of ice out there to fill.
There was just neither of these teams made mistakes. There was like one penalty, and I'll do another football analogy for you football guys out there. Connor McDavid scoring that goal was like Pat Mahomes not doing diddly poo for the entire game, and somebody doing something stupid, and there he goes running down the sideline for 30 yards because they just left McDavid wide open and back of the net. Like he hadn't done diddly jack all game. And you give him an inch, he took a mile. Mm-hmm. So, anyways. Great tournament. Great idea, NHL. Hockey's awesome. And we have to also shout out this Sabres guy.
Yeah, Rob Ray. They just inducted him into Wall of Fame.
Well, he just inducted a puck right into the front of his face. Because he got hit an F-bomb right, like that thing came whistling in there, and
then he finished.
Dotted his eye.
Then he finished. He finished the broadcast.
Hockey guy.
He was a fighter back in the day for the Sabres.
Love that.
He was the juice guy.
Dude, you could tell he was rattled, but he was like he was all jacked up too, man. Oh. And number 2, I think it was on there. The Yankees have allowed players to grow facial hair. So this is a statement from the Yankees managing general partner, Hal Steinbrenner. In recent weeks, I have spoken to a large number of former and current Yankees spanning several eras to elicit their perspectives on longstanding facial hair and grooming policy, and I appreciate their earnest and varied feedback. These most recent conversation extension with ongoing internal dialogue that dates back several years. Ultimately, the final decision rests with me, and after great consideration, we'll be amending our expectations to allow our players in uniform personnel to have well-groomed beards moving forward. It is the appropriate time to move beyond the familiar comfort of our former policy.
That looks like it's written by AI, man. That's a Chat GPT letter.
Hey,
They're
don't
gonna
work
start-
harder, work smarter.
They're gonna start banning people from being able to grow facial hair. They're like, oh, he's in the doghouse. Guy's clean. He's just complete. What is this from the Yankees? Is this that big? I did see a video of Johnny Damon, who looked like he was high out of his mind, like hanging off the balcony, just like, this is what it means, man. We like all these guys that used to play. This is what it means. Like for us, like I don't think they should have done it, but it's whatever. You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy cow, dude, have another. It is the most. I
Light
just
it
Googled,
up, dude. Totally awesome, dude.
dude, it was. I was like, is he a surfer now, or what is? But that was the most entertaining thing about this whole thing. Does anybody care?
No.
Okay. I didn't really care. I do want somebody to do something stupid. First thing everybody needs to do, a handlebar mustache. Or somebody shave the New York Yankees logo into your goatee.
What they should do is the guys that make the team, I don't know if it's a 25-man roster, whatever it is. Guys that make the team, you can't shave until you lose. Or you can't shave till you win your first game or something.
Yes.
Can't shave till you get 3 hits. Like, make some silly bets like that. Motivate some guys. Like, my face is looking like poop water right now. I gotta get moving. Slump busters, what they call
slump busters. But I don't know. The Yankees trying to stay relevant, I guess. I don't know. It's just I love how he's so like grandstanding of I made the decision. It's time that we move beyond this. It's like, what criteria?
So progressive.
Because you just decided somebody's supposed to like. Is this
You
a
know
ribbon
what?
cutting
No,
ceremony?
you know what I bet happened is they probably went after some high-end free agent, and the guy said that he wasn't going to play because of the no facial hair. He goes, I'd never go to the Yankees if they don't allow facial hair. So they had to revisit. They're getting away from who they are, dude. It's what the Cowboys did. They got away from who they were, putting running backs, the offensive line, and they're in shambles. So the Yankees are getting away from who they are, and
terrible quarterbacks where
the
they think they're
downfall
quarterbacks.
of their organization.
That's so weird too, because anytime you're in a playoff sport, facial hair is huge when you're in the playoff run.
You wouldn't
I don't
know
believe
that.
in it.
Wait, whoa.
You don't believe in it because you shave it.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is coming out of someone's mouth that shaved their beard when the Rangers blew the lead and has yet to shave his head on the podcast to show proof that he did it. So
I have had playoff beard,
Ed.
playoff hair. It doesn't matter. My hair and beard have no outcome on my team's game. I've had the longest beard. I've had the shortest hair. I've done it all. I've went ghost crab hunting in the middle of the night.
I don't understand how you have yet to realize that anything you say, oh, I don't believe in it, but yet it is literally proof. Like, for example, let's go down this memory stroll real quick. You shaved your beard, the Rangers were out, right? We've already said that the Niners were done at the beginning of the year because McAfee was on the Madden cover. No, that's not true. He blew his Achilles twice off his leg. Now, all of a sudden, Purdy's getting married. The Niners are done for the next 4 years, and you're like, no.
No, they're
like,
not.
Okay, dude, if you say so, but
No,
literally
not.
the proof is in the pudding. And
You want some proof?
You're the first one that says every time gets
Debo
married,
wants out.
you're done. Yeah.
That was golf.
Niners are in shambles.
You go back and check the tape. They tried to transpose this to football because that's all
No,
they had is the Niners were going to every NFC championship ever in the history of everness.
It's backed up with quarterbacks. We looked it up. Tom Brady,
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw, Jim Kelly. We looked it up. All these guys who've been to Super Bowls. They got married. They didn't go for at least 4 years.
Stats don't lie.
There's a window in Tom Brady's career where there were 4 years he didn't go to Super Bowls right after he got married.
Well, Brock Purdy has a higher passer rating in the playoffs than Tom Brady.
Well,
So he's a trend setter. He's not a trend
he'll
follower.
have that for 4 more years.
How
He's
many
not
He's
making
still
Super
eighth in
Bowls.
play
QBR.
versus Tom Brady?
Guy had all those injuries, still eighth in QBR, still top 10 quarterback.
No, three more years now. 3 more years.
No,
This
we
is the
also
first
already
year.
decided that he's not a top 10 quarterback. We
Yeah, he's
debated
not.
No,
that
yes,
too.
he is. You know. Actually, that's a great segue. Let's get to the next slide. Matt Stafford.
Look at there. AK
That's-
with a segue.
Matt Stafford. The Rams had given Matt Stafford's agent permission to speak to other teams. Holy
they don't want him
moly,
back.
boys. Well, his wife's just yelling into a microphone. What idiots would do that?
Yeah.
What idiots wives would? Probably mine.
Yeah. No, we're
No,
not.
what team would bring it
Oh.
back while your wife is yelling in the microphone?
She's literally just eviscerating the Rams. I don't.
You-
It's just so funny.
Can you see Matt Stafford playing for a non-dome team though?
No, I trade him to the Cowboys.
Dude, honestly, I can't see Matt Stafford playing again next year, period. Like,
Really?
no, I think he's done, man.
Just let him get hurt.
No,
once.
He's a
that-
top
Then
10
he'll-
quarterback.
No,
Oh,
I think he's done.
I think he could get to the Titans. He could help the Titans for sure.
Are the Titans building a dome this year?
Mhm.
Seriously, like they're talking about the New York Giants being a landing spot. I'm like, I just don't see him playing outside for.
Up there, especially.
I think
So-
he's done. Hang it up, dude.
No, I think this is a see what your market is, and then they'll be able to negotiate after that. That's all this is. It's a go out there, see what you might be worth, your contract, and then we'll come back to the table. So
There's enough teams out there though that need a quarterback that somebody's gonna pay him.
he hasn't thrown for over 4,000 yards since 2021.
This team's
I
been in
would-
the playoffs.
If it were me, though, and I'm in this position, right, where, the Rams give you permission to go talk to other teams, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call it, because at the end of the day, everybody's still going to say the Lions got Goff, the Rams got, Stafford. Who made the best trade? Who made the best deal, right? And as long as Goff is still with the Lions, they're going to constantly say that. So if he goes to the Giants or he goes to, Houston, it doesn't matter where he goes. Automatically,
Cleveland.
they're going to put Goff on this pedestal and say Detroit won this trade. Like, look how great they're so smart.
Well, no, they got a Super Bowl.
I think
The
the
Rams got a
Rams
Super
won the
Bowl.
trade. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but that's his one Super Bowl. He hasn't
Whose
done
side
jack
are you
since.
on?
He's done.
He might just be testing the water. They might just be testing the water with him to see what he might fetch on the open market, and then
That's what I'm
offer
saying.
him something around that.
Well, he's still under contract, isn't he?
Yeah, and this guy Tom Pelissero sucks. He's such a pompous idiot. He'll block us too. Who cares? Yeah, sucks. Anyways, cut that. Post cut. Actually, no, leave it in. But yeah, I don't. This whole thing. Darnold to the Rams. Three-way trade. Darnold to the Rams. Dak to the Vikings. Stafford to the Cowboys. Thoughts, Tex?
The teams that I can see
No. Answer the question. I posed you a question.
That
As a
don't
Cowboys
have-
insider here.
the Jets, the Giants, Cleveland, Tennessee, maybe the Raiders, maybe Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Those are all teams I could see that would take a QB.
Jacksonville.
Wait a minute.
The Steelers called Jacksonville to see if they would trade Trevor Lawrence to him.
No way they would take that trade, dude. I mean, what did he do? He just got bags at the beginning of this year, dude.
The one thing the Jets want is definitely an older, aging quarterback who's worth a lot of money who gets hurt all the time. That's exactly what the Jets want.
No way I would go to the Jets if I was Stafford. though.
Whose
Like,
family is
after
somehow
seeing Aaron
involved in the
Rodgers hang
media?
up his career there, no, I'm done. I wouldn't even entertain that phone call.
Dude, oh my god!
I'm just saying
Aaron Rodgers.
that's who all may be interested in him.
Dude, what was I going to say? I completely forgot. It was something about Stafford. I don't remember. But it was Stafford. You know, a really good fit for him if a team had really good wide receivers and a good defense, good young defense, and a good running game. Oh wait, that's the Rams.
The Niners.
We don't need a quarterback. Actually, check out this next slide. That's good. So Stafford, BMO says to Pittsburgh, why would that be the most Pittsburgh thing ever?
Yeah, no joke.
That'd be the most Pittsburgh thing ever. Here we go, boys. Here's the way too early quarterback rankings from FanDuel.
MVP.
Look at this. Look at this BS.
Where's
Look
your
at where
boy
Brock
at,
Purdy
AK?
is.
Dude,
Where's your
I
boy
told
at?
you he was not a top 10 quarterback.
He's 23rd.
I told you.
He's
he was not
right
a
there.
top-
He's just above
behind-
JJ McCarthy, who didn't even
That's
play a
what I mean.
snap
Look at
this
this.
year.
Look at
He's-
this BS.
He's behind
Wait a
Bryce
second. Wait a
Young.
second. Wait a
Behind
second. Time
Tua.
out.
He's behind
Time
Tua,
out.
behind Bryce,
Look at 13.
behind Kyler.
What are we talking about right here?
I know that it's FanDuel put Stafford on the Steelers.
And Aaron Rodgers on the Rams.
Hey, Vegas
What?
don't.
Where?
Vegas,
Justin
Vegas
Fields
don't
for the
lie, dude.
Jets.
Vegas don't lie.
Dude, FanDuel. Oh my gosh. I mean, you
Hey.
got Brock Purdy at 23rd, behind Bryce Young, behind Bo Nix, behind Kyler Murray, behind Sam Darnold.
Behind
Oh,
Drake May.
This list is who made
Wow.
this
Behind
list?
Geno Smith.
Shambles.
Behind Caleb Williams.
There
I don't
is not
understand
a
this Caleb Williams thing, but okay.
there's not a quarter. Caleb, what did he do? There's not a quarterback that generates more controversy in lists than Brock Purdy, dude. They will put him
Why is
all
Cam
over the
Ward
place.
listed as the Browns?
And
Hey, that's
Shedeur
brand
Sanders for
recognition.
the Giants.
Brand
That's
recognition.
crazy.
So Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes. Oh, this should go great. Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, top 5. There you go. Dak Prescott, 8. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I also told you Jared Goff wasn't top 10.
He's 11. Oh,
Got him.
hey, let's put Jordan Love at 9 because we think he's got all the tools. Yeah, well, you know what you got with a bunch of tools and no lumber? Nothing. You got nothing. You just got a bunch of tools.
Wood.
Outrageous. Completely outrageous. All right, boys. Anything else on those? We're going to do the shambles meter here in a second. So everybody, we don't have a segue. Anything else on the quarterback list in Matt Stafford?
No.
No. Okay. Here's the shambles.